Westeros is at war. Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Total War 7 Kingdoms. So with the most recent drop of the Game of Thrones trailer, or the teaser announcement trailer, I thought it'd be a good idea to dive back into 7 Kingdoms Total War and just go ahead and have some awesome fun battles. I also plan on doing a bunch more 7 Kingdoms Total War when the new season does drop, the final season does drop, because I'm going to have to go ahead and just try and embrace that season as much as physically possible, because once it's gone, it's gone. And I know obviously we are going to be getting some sort of like spin-offs and stuff, but even still, you know, it's not going to be the same as, you know, this epic journey that we have all been on. And what better than this epic battle right here? So I think we have over 26,000 soldiers going toe-to-toe in this engagement. We have the North led by a Glover force right here. You can see the Glovers forming up, and I'm not sure if they are actually governed by Robert Glover as well. You can see the 7 Kingdoms mod doing an amazing job of just, you know, 3D modeling in all of these characters into Game of Thrones. It's crazy, you know, really, really awesome stuff. So the Glover army is obviously going to be led by Robert Glover, and then we also have an army from the Vale, which is going to be led by the House Royce, which is, I imagine, going to be the commander. Yeah, Jon Royce is right here. And again, he does look amazing. And then we also have just some normal, you know, the Vale Levy men back here, kind of the elite infantry of the Vale, the Royal Guard. And I'm sure the Vale Cavalry also will be making an appearance. Yes, they are indeed the quite well-renowned Vale Cavalry. Very, very nice stuff. And then fighting them, we have an army from the Reach, which is going to be led by Old Town. And I believe we have that awesome dude who I can never pronounce. Is this Belagor Hightower? He looks very, very awesome. Not a character we've seen in the TV show, but still a very, very awesome dude from the books. And we do also have some Tarly men as well. I'm surprised Randall let this army got led by House Hightower instead of himself. Obviously, he was a well-renowned commander in the War of the Usurper. And then finally, we do have an army led by Jaime Lannister, Tywin Lannister. Obviously, Tywin is leading the men, and he's going to be advancing. So kind of like the theme behind this battle is very much, you know, what if the Lannister army joined up with the Mad King and decided to support his claim to the throne rather than supporting Robert's claim to the throne? So very, very cool stuff indeed, and this battle is going to hopefully be very exciting. So what I'll do is I'll jump ahead until the action is getting ready to kick off. Okay guys, the battle has now begun. Now unfortunately this engagement is only 12 minutes long. The 7 Kingdoms mod for Total War Attila kind of goes with more of a faster combat than say other mods like 12-12, which kind of go for more of a medium to long combat style, which is unfortunate because I much prefer the more slower strategic combat. However, these battles can go on for a decent amount of time. It's just really the front lines are mainly made up of Levy spearmen, so these dudes die extremely quickly, whereas when you go up against kind of the heavier infantry, the battles do tend to last, you know, a good 20 minutes. You know, that's what I'd always say. A battle with this many men should always last around about 20 minutes. It is my go-to. We already get a nice little archer engagement as well on the front line. These archers are absolutely peppering House Hightower's front line of bowmen. Really, really doing some serious damage. Also, that's something to note as well, that in this mod, archers are beyond deadly. They really wanted to get that feel from the TV show of archers annihilating everything. Guys, also be sure to go ahead and let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next, what type of battles, what scenario battles, ambushes, last stand, reinforcements, a mix of everything, sieges, and I'll be happy to do them on Game of Thrones, or at least happy to ask the guys who play these battles to do them on Game of Thrones, because this was obviously sent in to me by my Discord, which was obviously awesome of them. So we've got House Glover charging forward, and we also have some Vale Cavalry charging into the ranks of the Old Town levies. However, Randall Tarly quickly commits his cavalry as well to the fight. We also have infantry engagements as well, flying out throughout the front lines as House Hightower and also House Royce really start to clash right now. Randall Tarly as well throwing in some more of his cavalry. However, it seems like they got a bit caught. He's going to continue to go onto the levies. Now, the levies aren't really going to provide much sort of stopping power for this cavalry, and the heavy cavalry will really do a lot of damage to them. And the cavalry is not going to stick around, and they're going to pull back behind the defensive lines. House Old Tower also, or sorry, House Old Tower, or High Tower, sorry. Can't even call him Old Tower. House High Tower now advancing forward their heavy infantry into the fight, slowly but surely, to go ahead and take over from the men who were forward. House Royce are going to be continuing to commit their men for the Vale forces. We also have some more pikemen in reserve as well. Over on the other side, it seems like there are only small engagements for House Glover as they're committing heavy infantry onto the right of the battlefield, looking just to break through these spearmen with the support of some missile fire and get the House Lannister to really commit more of their heavy infantry to his flank. And that's exactly what they're starting to do, getting these really good guardsmen. These guys are very strong, especially compared to the levies. They will just cut them to pieces. So getting these guys to be committed to the fight is a very, very good idea. You can also see all of House Glover's bowmen back here as well, just going to be focusing down this big clump of the battlefield. Over on the right-hand side, though, we have some big old engagements. House Hightower, with the support of House Tarly, are really diving in for the Reach, looking to go ahead and cause a big blow against the Vale. And you can see the Vale Cavalry actually getting caught out here by a fast unit of Spearmen, which is perfect. Getting rid of this Vale Cavalry is really important just because it is so deadly. And it seems like a lot more reinforcements needing to be called upon in this engagement. You see all the House Hightower bowmen hitting this unit. And Jon Royce back there keeping a good eye on the battlefield. But it seems pretty good, if I'm honest, for the forces of the Reach right now. It looks like they're making some really good progress. And if they can get their cavalry around the back, that would also be good. But a nice big push right here by the Vale Horsemen, looking to get around the back, and some nice rear charges will just be devastating to the line. And you can actually see the Lannister / Glover fight is also over here. With these dudes. Always a bug in Attila and in this Seven Kingdoms mod. Just floating men when once they're dead. Just ignore them. They're just rising again in the good old Game of Thrones spirit. Need to burn the bodies. We do have a unit of Tarly Cavalry right here, not breaking forward now. Here we go. This is going to be very important. The Tarly Horsemen just ripping through the defending Royce infantry and now diving onto the archer force, which is great. You know, you want to be able to kill these archers and deal with them as quickly as possible. And House Hightower by in the center have looked like they've absolutely smashed the Vale infantry. The Vale infantry, and now House Royce is really on retreat. That is very, very nice by the Reach forces. They just need to clean up this right flank, and then they can focus everything over here to support their Lannister brothers. As now House Glover realizes that the Vale have kind of been taken care of, and now they need to commit and make something happen before reinforcements arrive from the Reach and push back the northern attack. I mean, if I was House Glover right now, I'd have to commit all of his infantry to the fight as quickly as possible, because if you don't, you're going to go ahead and get a big surprise right now. It does seem like Robert Glover is now pulling out his weapon and getting ready to charge in to combat. And maybe even strike Tywin Lannister, as he's a bit deep, but it looks like Tywin has a lot of infantry back here protecting his battle line. How is this right flank going? The right flank looks like it's pretty in favor of House Glover. They really need to try and capitalize this and just make their way around the back. We have a few broken infantry as well from the Lannisters, but gold clearly not enough to keep them around, and House Glover are charging forward. I mean, they do have, again, just basic levies, but this is a great opportunity to cause a huge gap in the line and just use their men to help outflank the other Lannister positions. We do have some Tarly cavalry over here engaging against the Vale, but the Vale are also supported here by some of the northern infantry as well from House Glover. That is going to break the Lannister, or the Tarly cavalry. We also have Robert Glover as well, charging in with his own personal bodyguard. I love the shields of House Glover. That's one of the amazing things about the Seven Kingdoms mod. They did such a great job of just, making every house feel unique, which is not an easy job considering there are so many houses in this mod. So now that House Hightower have really cleared up the right flank, I mean, there are still a couple Vale men and a few from House Royce as well, which could actually hit these Old Town crossbow levies from the rear, and I'm sure they're going to. It seems like this right flank has been really won, but not like a huge casualties. Oh my god, look at the Bant's power bar as well. My god, House Glover are just demolishing the Lannisters. Yeah, the front line of levies honestly just does not hold. Levies are not a good unit at all, especially when you come up against guardsmen. The guardsmen cut them down in like seconds. It's an absolute slaughter. But it seems like House Glover are holding it down for the North and Vale. I mean, the Vale still have some of their cavalry left. They also have some infantry. It does look like Jon Royce, though, has given his... Oh, no, sorry, we're the other way around. Tywin Lannister has been slain by Jon Royce and also Robert Glover. A beautiful pincer movement. And that's going to send the Lannister army into disarray. Yeah, as you can see, they have nothing left. Just a huge rout as more and more cavalry flies in. You know, what looked like such a devastating battle as the Hightower infantry just destroyed the Vale. Now what remains of the Vale have now managed to rally together under Jon Royce with some runestone levies as well as some guardsmen, the elite guardsmen of the Vale. They've managed to rally as Hightower are busy kind of killing this pocket. The forces of Hightower needed to wrap around, I think, and support the Lannisters, but I don't know if that would even help. The Glovers showing their northern strength in this one and really just devastating the battlefield. I mean, that was a slaughter in the front lines. I'm not sure if the archers needed to be toned down, because I know the archers in the Seven Kingdoms are ridiculously strong. They'll get you like multiple hundreds of kills. With the fast-paced combat, it's just kind of crazy. Like, you can expect to see that in like 12-12, but it's over such a long period of time. Whereas because the Seven Kingdoms battles were a lot faster, the archers getting like 300-400 kills in a much shorter period of time is kind of crazy. So overall, a really awesome battle, and it looks like, I don't know what's, oh, Hightower's going to make their last stand, so we'll speed things up whilst we do that. But yeah, guys, please let me know what you want to see next in the comments down below. You know, what houses, what scenario battles, if you want them to recreate battles from the TV show. I think what's going to be awesome is when Game of Thrones does come out in 90 days now. It's not long, only 3 months. Hopefully, the Discord will go ahead and create, like, if they see a battle on the episode of the TV show, then they'll recreate it and send me the replay, and then I can go ahead and cast it like straight away, so we can actually see kind of the game version of it, and we'll see, you know, how things differ. I don't know why House Hightower are coming in. I guess for honor and glory. Is Bellalor still alive? Let's have a look as he makes his famous last charge. Yes, he is indeed charging for honor and glory. I'm sure many a foe would have fled from this battle as Robert Glover brings his cavalry around the right flank, and Jon Royce is looking here to come in as well. Is he fleeing? Is he fleeing? This would be kind of nice, a good idea as well. If it with Seven Kingdoms, I feel like the battles are very like character dependent, so it'd be kind of cool to see like armies retreating from the field of battle and stuff, and it's like the objective of the team winning to kill as many as possible. I think that'd be quite cool to actually see like armies trying to pull out of combat and retreat and keep their men alive. But it's definitely been good diving back into Game of Thrones. There we go. House Hightower is down. Even with their surfing cavalry, they are down. And I think the cavalry is just going to be enough to kill the pikemen from the reach, charging into their backs. Oh wow, who died? Who's yellow in this one? Oh, Jon Royce has given his life. What a fool! Just as the battle was won, hit by a rogue arrow of some sort. It's going to be a little bit harder to kill these northern men though, that is for sure. Robert Glover being a successful charge into the rear of these Hightower infantry. And there we go, the battle is over. A very, very successful battle for the North for sure. They really stuck up hard. I'm not sure why they managed just to run through the Lannister army as heavily as they did. I mean, they had a lot of bowmen, and that probably made big gaps which they could then exploit. And and charge around the side and just, you know, finish up the enemy. So overall, an awesome battle. And now let's take a look at the kills. So we'll start off with the Lannister Force. Tywin's bodyguard getting 172 kills, not too bad. The sword levy's doing a nice job. Okay, this is why I think the battle went so in favor of the North in this one, is because if we look at this, a lot of the Lannisport levies are spearmen, and they also have some more dudes down here as well, whereas if we look at the Northern forces, basically all of their assault levies are just swordsmen. So the swordsmen, you know, this is kind of set up very rock, paper, scissors, like swords beat spears, spears beat cavalry, cavalry beat, you know, swords, you know. That's kind of how this is set up, and range kind of beats everything. So yeah, it's very interesting to see. Robert Glover though, 274 kills, pretty impressive. And the Archers not really doing that impressive. I maybe oversold the Archers a little bit. I mean, they did a bit better right here, but could have maybe expected them to do, you know, even better. Over on the Vale Force as well, we do have Hightower getting 230 kills. And look at this infantry as well, 300 kills on these guys and 400 on them. Very nice indeed. The Tarly Cavalry contingent as well, 300 kills, not too bad. And finally, we'll take a look at the Vale Infantry. Again, not too bad here, 200 kills on them. And the Vale Cavalry also doing pretty great indeed as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more Game of Thrones on the channel, especially on the lead up to the season dropping season 8, then do let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you would like to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.